First of all, thank you very much for giving us this very prestigious award for this and a rather small project. So this is the Yamasen Japanese restaurant is the center hub of this complex built in Uganda. So Tank Hill Park is the name that we gave. At Kotsu Limited, which is a local company we worked with, and we did an extensive the project from construction to operation using only funds from the private sector. You might think that the climate is really harsh, but 1,200 is the altitude of the region. So throughout the year, the weather is nice. So this is a green rich, really nice weather. And Kampala is the capital, and it's developing quite rapidly. In this urban development, we were thinking that there are so many unique values that only this area has, and then we wanted to signify that in our project development. So there's this the Yamaguchi, a chef, who owned a restaurant in Kyoto, and he joined this project and decided to build his own restaurant here. And there's a huge demand of health conscious food, and he decided to build this restaurant to signify the great value that a local harvest has with the architecture, which just signifies the uniqueness. And this is the shopping mall building neighborhood, and we had a lot of restrictions in establishing this new project, but what was in our mind was how we can take advantage of all this great value jackfruits, and we have this 5 great trees starting from jackfruit, and then the kids were always playing soccer, and we thought we should use those trees which are growing originally. And then we started building everything with this shadow created by the tree being the entrance of the buildings, and we've built this garden of this complex to be looking as if it's a stretch of the rich nature in the surrounding. And this is one of the materials, eucalyptic wood. They grow fast, and they come in abundance, so they are very reasonable. And normally it's used for as the footfold of the constructions, but we've designed it so that it can be the actual materials which construct the buildings. That we used all these techniques that we can use even without using the high expensive advanced technology. So a lot of manual work was put in. And we valued all these techniques which had a lot of repetitive tasks, and by those people hired in locally be able to train and practice a lot of techniques by repeating them in the field work. They could nurture their skill set. And we made sure that the very original texture that local materials have be highlighted, and the roof making which originates in the local area has been incorporated, and all these tasks were done by those local artisans while they were trained and practiced their skill set to be elevated. And this is the actual site and how things progressed. So with all these small tasks and accumulating, this beautiful construct came about. This doesn't just serve as a commercial complex. Sometimes a fashion show of the local designer has been held. This is acting as a hub of the local community, and wind, light, the great harvest coming from the fertile ground be celebrated here. And we would our hope is that this will be an important part of the local community for a long time to come. Thank you very much.